And a good Thursday afternoon to you. Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley live with you right now on Weather Impact at 6:30. We're talking all about the beautiful Triad weather that we've been seeing throughout much of the week here and will continue to see over the next couple of days. The Labor Day weekend is getting closer. It's coming into a little bit better focus, and now we can talk more about a pretty good weekend of weather for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and kind of look ahead to see how long this cooler weather will stick around. It might be longer than you think as we go into the month of September, which is just a couple of days away. So let's get right to it. Thanks for being here with us as we talk about your local forecast. Live look at Greensboro. It's a nice evening. It really is, folks. We've had a lot of nice days. This is another nice one for sure, looking across the Triad area. Sun getting a little lower in the sky, isn't it? 6:30. That sunset coming up nowadays at about 7:50. So we just have about 90 minutes more of some daylight for this evening. That'll be something that we're watching for you. Temperatures have been cozy and comfortable for the most part. We're in the upper 70s right now, so still enjoying a pretty warm afternoon and evening. Not much humidity to speak of either. All in all, things have been pretty good, and that's where we stand at this time. Temperatures only in the 60s throughout the day up in the North Carolina mountains. It's kind of giving you some vibes of fall weather. And you'd be right. Temperatures this level here are not normal for the month of August. They're a little bit more normal for September and into October. So it's a little bit early when it comes to that. As far as the humidity levels, that's been the star of the show too. They have been low all week and continue to be low here now. A little bit warmer, more so than yesterday. We're in the 50s for dew points, but all in all, you're not feeling this. This is not a factor in your daily life. The humidity is not something you have to worry about. And tomorrow, your Friday, is going to look a lot like how it's been, where we're going to see low humidity, cool mornings, warm afternoons. The thing about Friday, we'll start to warm up a little bit. This cooler air mass has been in place for a couple of days now. And so as it does that, it usually moderates just a little bit. So you're warming up that cooler air bit by bit, day by day. I have us in the low 80s for tomorrow. Nothing warm or hot for this time of year, but just a little bit more so than the last couple of days. You know, we have a lot going on across the area. We've got football, college football. That's happening this evening. Let's take a look at it. We've got a battle of in-state foes. Who's playing? East Carolina, the Pirates, and who else? The Wolfpack. Yes, of course. That's a big matchup, of course. Hopefully they don't get in a fight over there in Raleigh like they did in the bowl game. The weather is fantastic for this evening. We also have some other games going on. We've got Elon taking on Duke. That's happening this evening as well over in Durham. So there's a lot of good action to speak of. Temperatures are going to be great for that one. Things going on tomorrow night. We've got Wake Forest taking on Kennesaw State. Weather looks really good for Friday as well. Same could be said for the high school football games too. And down in Charlotte, we've got the Niners taking on the Mountaineers. And then on Monday, if you want to look fast forward ahead, college football on a Monday. What a concept. That's going to be the Heels taking on TCU. So that's kind of the action we have going on. Weather shouldn't be a big factor, but I do want to talk a little bit about the weekend forecast because we've mentioned this over the last several days, how it could be a bit of an issue. Not expecting any issues for tomorrow. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures will be in the low 80s. As far as Saturday goes, and then into Sunday, that's what we want to watch a little bit more closely. There is still potential here of a low pressure area kind of forming a little bit. So this low is not expected to do all that much. At this point, it's on the weaker side. So Saturday looks to be pretty dry, certainly for our area. Our model is really not impressed with the overall chances for any rain around the area. Take a look at Friday. It's beautiful, as I said. But as we go into Saturday, there could be some extra cloudiness just as a result of what's going on in the atmosphere and a small chance of a shower. Nothing big. But I am going to keep at least about a 20% chance of a shower. That could impact you if you're up in the North Carolina mountains, maybe over here toward the Sandhills area as well. Those are two areas of forcing, but nothing all that bad for Saturday. As far as Sunday goes, our model is trying to pick up on the chance of a couple scattered showers, though. So that is something you might want to keep an eye on, a little bit of extra cloudiness, a little bit of a chance for a few showers every now and again. So Sunday, keep about a 30% chance of some showers in there from time to time. As far as the next couple of days, Friday's good. Saturday should be mostly good. Sunday, A little iffy with clouds or a shower. Then going into Monday, though, back to it. Back with some dry weather, it would seem, heading in toward Monday. So that's how I see things playing out for the upcoming weekend. Your forecast looks like this. I have us right around 80 degrees for tomorrow, upper 70s for Sunday, and staying pretty comfortable. The unusual thing about this cool down, and there's a couple of unusual things about this cool down, it's the staying power. The time that it could be sticking around. We have a very good chance next week to have another cool down. So the odds of cooler than usual weather continue to stick around. And this would be the case through about Wednesday of next week through the weekend. Good stuff. If you're enjoying this right now, you'll probably enjoy the weather next week too. Something to keep in mind. Now, as far as the humidity values, it could spike ever so slightly on Sunday with that chance for rain, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. This is overall a pretty good thing. Now, as far as the tropics go, it is that time of year. We're going to show you this probably every day just to kind of update you on what may or may not be going on. Right now, there are no organized systems happening. There is a little area way out here that we'll kind of keep an eye on. Over the next week, there's about a 20% chance of something developing out that way. The month of September is coming up upon us. September tends to be almost always the busiest month of hurricane season. Now, when it comes to where storms typically form, where they end up going, September, of any of the months of hurricane season, that's the one where they can form anywhere and they can go anywhere. It is usually pretty busy. The reasons for that are two. The water's always warm in September everywhere across the ocean. You're at that point of the year where the sun's had a lot of time to heat up the water and it's not cooling down yet. Also, the wind shear or the harsher winds blowing around, that's usually a little bit less. The Saharan dust, which is that dry air from the Sahara Desert, usually a little bit less. So this is not a forecast. This is simply climate showing you where things tend to pop up, where they might be going if and when they do, which is to say, hurricane season is quiet right now, but not over, and we'll continue to watch it as we go into the middle of September. Stay tuned for any updates. Let me get to the 7-day forecast here as we take a look at the upcoming weekend. Looking at Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Overall pretty good. One thing we'll keep an eye on would be on that Sunday. Extra cloudiness are possible. And also looking ahead toward Labor Day, low chances for any showers there. So the weekend overall looking dry, overall looking okay. It's mainly that Sunday that gives us a little bit of pause to see what will happen. Now, as far as the rest of the week, still pretty comfortable. Stick around. We're going to be talking a lot about your local forecast, but also look back at Katrina 20 years ago.